top-ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Hardy. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Offense gets set for second down. Just keeps slinging it. That's caught. It's Riley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown Trojan. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go right back to it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown LSU.
Dan, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and lift.
Fires toward the end zone. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Parker. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We played one, and we are right back where we started. All tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And
there he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Johnson looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone, but the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 35, he's open. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Trojans are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 4 over FIU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On 1st down from their own 22. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Parker. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for the big play. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Jordan. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Jukes his way for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. But on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now, next time he catches it, where's that dude at? I'm going to find him. Stay away from him.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barry. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They're facing a 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Green. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Throwing right. Pulls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than...
And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll toss it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
28, USC 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Second and a long way to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Power football with the run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you pitch it.
He's loose. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home.
Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 24 to Wake Forest. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Johnson looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Here's an interception. Oh, and they need that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time. Hit him.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Miller with the ball. Oh, the quick spin move. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Johnson wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans. Now this defense taking one back to the house.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Back to pass. He uncorks one deep. And he bats it away.
Person, dog. They fucking made me switch to the wrong person.
The offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back.
Them boys locked the fuck in this third, fourth quarter, boy. Let's go, Aaron. Them boys locked the fuck in. Went down 14 and said, nah.
Still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job.
31 straight.
But taking it all the way back to the house, that adds their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Still some work to do after that last completion and 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going over the top.
I know gotta have takeoff. God damn, bro. This nigga gotta have takeoff. That nigga cooked it. Holy shit.
Down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
You gotta get hands on his ass, bro. Pause.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojan.
Some USC boys is back.
This defense gets the pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you
USC boys back.
Makes the interception. Everybody on defense. We turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Sometimes
Them USC boys back.
They get him down at the 4-yard line.
GG's, my boy, GG's.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Gonna run it. It's Barry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The run to the right. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to